Hey, what's up guys? Houston here. Just wanted to shoot a quick video. I know some of you all are trying to find a personal loan, but you're worried about income verification and you may have bad credit. So I just put together a quick list of lenders that you may want to check out to see if these lenders may be able to help you. Now, just keep in mind, like with some of these lenders, they may not do a hard pull. They may do a pre-qual, but one of the biggest credit bureaus they may check is LexisNexis. If they're not checking LexisNexis, just keep in mind they may check Clarity, which is owned by Experian, or they may check DataX, which is owned by Equifax, or they may check Factor Trust, which is owned by TransUnion. Okay, so just keep that in mind in reference to these creditors and stuff like that. Now, I must also tell you, they may not do income verification, meaning that you'll have to send in proof of documents, but what they probably do is check out like your active bank activity. Okay, so they may want to look at your banking activity, or they just may go off of stated income, depending on, like I said, the credit score. Like I said, they're more likely not going to do a hard pull on the credit, so you don't have to worry about that unless you actually accept a loan with some of these lenders. Okay, so that being said, the first lender is 5K Funds. Now with 5K Funds, they offer loans from $500 up to $35,000. They state that they don't expect a minimum credit score, okay? And they work with people with bad credit, all right? Now, you also have Honest Loans. Now, with Honest Loans, their loans go anywhere from $200 up to $50,000, and they work with people with bad credit. Then you have Happy Money. Now, with Happy Money, their loans go from $5,000 up to $40,000. However, they want you to have a minimum credit score of 640. Okay. Then you have Navy Federal. Now with Navy Federal, here's the thing about it, Navy Federal. I know people that get multiple pledge loans, right? But here's the thing about it. Internal score nor a pledge loan will help you qualify for a loan with Navy Federal. I don't know why that is. It's just they're finicky like that, and they won't tell you like what credit score. I would always tell people, at least if you're going to apply for a personal loan, have it at least a 660 credit score. Okay, now here's another key element when trying to get a personal loan through Navy Federal. They like to see if you have a relationship with another credit union as well. Okay, so I would say maybe PenFed, because you can get into PenFed with a $5 savings account. All right, now PenFed offers personal loans too. Now with their personal loans are, they'll pull your Equifax FICO 9, okay? So being a FICO 9 creditor, what you want to do is, if you have a thin credit file, you want to add your rent payments. You want to add your utility payments. You can add an authorized user. Now, in terms of an authorized user, I would definitely encourage you guys in reference to an authorized user, don't go over 3 authorized users. It's not necessary. And like with a lot of creditors, they will flag you. Now, in reference to like direct banks, so like with Wells Fargo, right? So they offer personal loans as well. Now with Wells Fargo offering personal loans, the good thing about it with Wells Fargo, they are a FICO 9. Okay, so again, where your authorized users, your subscriptions, your utility bills, those type of things would help you build up your FICO 9. All right, so Wells Fargo is definitely one of the ones you want to take a look at. You have Goldman Sachs. Now with Goldman Sachs, again, it's FICO 9 TransUnion, okay? And they offer personal loans as well. And it's pre-qualifications with them. Now with Navy Federal, there's not a pre-qualification, but with their personal loans, with their personal loans, they they may just pull your TransUnion FICO 9 on the personal loans as well. Okay, now you have another lender, which is personalloans.com. Now, with personalloans.com, their loans go anywhere from $1,000 up to $35,000, and they're in all 50 states. I know one of the bigger challenges, especially like on the East Coast with like New York, it's very hard for them to find loans and stuff like that because of their legislation or whatever. But like personalloans.com, and they work with people with bad credit. All right. Then you have RadCred. RadCred, they offer personal loans. Minimum credit score you have to have with them is at least a 600. Now their loans go from 1,000 up to 35,000. Now it's a platform lending type of service. Okay. Then you have Viva Loans. Now with Viva Loans, their loans go from $100 up to $15,000. No hard pull on the credit. So for those of you that are worried about getting the extra inquiry stuff, most of these loans won't put a hard inquiry on the credit in order to pre-qualify you. Now, if you have good credit, now here's the interesting thing about it that I keep telling you, like you can have a 750 credit score, but if you have a high debt to income ratios, places like Navy Federal would turn you down for a personal loan, even though you have a good credit score. So also, it may be inquiry sensitive, so you have to also keep that in mind. But that being said, you have like Upgrade. Okay, so with Upgrade, their loans go from 1,000 up to 50,000. But the interesting thing about it, their DTI is higher. Their DTI is 70% because yes, it's 70%. All right, and it's a pre-qualification. All right, then you also have Upstart. Now with Upstart, it's 75%. Loans go from 1,000 up to 50,000. Okay, and it's pre-qual. Then you have Avant Loans. Now with Avant Loans, again, 70% DTI, right? But their loans start at 2,000 up to 35,000. And you also have Universal Credit. 75% DTI, debt to income ratio. So you may have a good credit score, but the traditional banks, most of your traditional banks, the DTI, debt to income ratio, goes up to maximum 55%. So that's why even though you may have a good credit score, you get denied and you're trying to figure out what's up with this, is because your DTI is so high. Now, there's another lender, Best Egg. Now, with Best Egg, again, they will work with you if you have a DTI over 55%. Okay, and their loans go up to 50,000 as well. All right. Now, if you have any other questions about business credit funding, personal credit funding, then I would tell you to click the link in the description. And like I said, with most of these lenders, they may not ask for income verification. They may want to see your bank. They may use Plaid to look into your bank account and stuff like that. But in terms of like sending over pay stubs and stuff, sometimes they may not even ask for pay stubs. All right. So that's the reason why I chose this lender list, to see if that will possibly help you get funding. Again, if you have any questions about business credit funding, personal credit funding, click the link in the description. Schedule a one-on-one consultation. Thank you.